Are we talking terms? Can we say good morning? I just wanted to make sure that everybody is awake. Can we give a very big hand to Tarun, Babita and Amity and Dr. Kabra? Because this is symbol of light. And आपका जो courage, खास करके बबीता जी, मैं समझ सकता हूँ कि क्या दशा हुई होगी, और हमारे डॉक्टर काबरा, डॉक्टर पंकज चतुर्वेदी, डैश में जितने बैठे हैं, संजय से लेकर सबके नाम नहीं लेना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि ये एक बहुत बड़ा विषय है और ये देखकर अच्छा लग रहा है कि यहाँ all you youngsters, and it's very nice to see that girls have outbeaten boys. Can we have a clap for that? It's really amazing to see boys in minority in terms of numbers, and that's what life is all about, and that's what India is all about. मुझे पता नहीं कहाँ से मैं शुरुआत करूं. First of all, tell me, are you all alive?
Yes.
Or half of you are asleep? आप हैं, जिंदा है ना सब?
Yes, sir.
जिंदा रहना चाहते हैं कि नहीं चाहते?
Yes, sir.
Or you want to have a life full of energy, full of vigor, and full of confidence. You see, this is a fantastic life. Believe me, I am telling you with a lot of my experience. But there is nothing new which I have to share. You all are intelligent enough and you are all adult enough to know most everything. And today the best part is the contents. A click of the button and you know everything. So that reminds me of a young mother. And sex was taboo to talk about. But it's very important to give education related to sex, right? So the mother was very hesitant. कि भाई हम बच्ची को कैसे इस बारे में, and the girl was becoming adult, कि कैसे इनको एजुकेशन दे, शर्मा रही थी, हेजिटेंट थी, तो रोज बच्ची को बुलाती थी कि भाई नीरू आपसे बात करनी है, और फिर नहीं करती. तो 4-5 बार ऐसे हुआ. फिर एक दिन हिम्मत करके माँ ने कहा नीरू आज तो बात करनी है. तो बोला माँ बोलो ना, रोज बोलती हो. तो कहे नीरू आई वांट टू टॉक टू यू अबाउट सेक्स. तो नीरू ने कहा यस मैम, यस मदर, व्हाट यू वांट टू नो. So, the reason I am telling this on a lighter way, that there is nothing which you don't know. And the worst part is, even after knowing, even after watching, even after experiencing, you go into that path. That is what, अभी जो अच्छी प्रार्थना हुई, कि हमें अज्ञान से मुक्ति मिले. ये हमने अभी जो ज्ञान के दिए जलाए, अब ज्ञान के दिए जलाए, ये सब जगह जाते हैं, लाइटिंग ऑफ लैंप होती है. उसका कारण ये सिंबॉलिक हो गया. कारण यही होता है कि भाई ज्ञान का उजाला जब होता है, तब अज्ञान का अंधेरा चला जाता है. So that is the basic point. But in spite of that ज्ञान coming, how do you deal with it? और वो जो खास करके I do not know, जो टोबैको चू करते हैं, माफ कीजिएगा अनिल जी, अब बहुत बार आते हैं, you know, खास करके पॉलिटिक्स में आते बोले, और दिनेश जी कहिए आपको क्या खबर है, बहुत दिन से मुलाकात नहीं हुई. यार अच्छा खाता जुबान है, ऐसे क्यों बोल रहा है? उन्होंने वो तो बीच में अपने टोबैको दिया, फिर फूकते हैं और फिर हाँ आप बताइए कैसे है? तो मतलब भगवान ने अच्छी जुबान दी है, उसको आप क्यों खराब कर रहे हैं? और हमारे मोदी साहब का स्वच्छ भारत का भी तो एक बहुत बड़ा पैगाम है, वो नहीं चलेगा जब तक ये हम लोग को डिसिप्लिन नहीं हो। तो आई टेल यू विथ माय एक्सपीरियंस, I started to become a pilot. I wanted to join the Air Force, right? So early days I was in the NCC, and I told some of the serving officers whom I met, and very nice of the serving officers to be a part of this. So I went to the flying club, right? I got selected from NCC to do flying. तो जब flying club में गए, तो I mean, lot of training pilots were smoking, and you know, can't you pay cigarette? I said, what do you mean cigarette? I don't smoke. So they started laughing. Then evening, he said, let's go to a bar. I said, I don't drink. They all said, what kind of guy you are? You can never become a pilot. You don't smoke. You mean you don't drink? You cannot become a pilot. You have to be a macho man. You know, एक advertisement आती थी, हाथ में cigarette, which is supposed to be hot, and advertisement is cool. I mean, what kind of coolness is that? Coolness is when you're confident about yourself, when you don't lose or don't get intimidated by a false notion of machohood. एक बड़ा अच्छा विज्ञापन हुआ करता था, मुझे पता नहीं अब है कि नहीं, मालबरो नाम की सिगरेट हुआ करता। अब मालबरो में एक काउबॉय और मालबरो की एडवर्टीजमेंट, आई स्टडीड इन अमेरिका, वहां हुआ करती थी, पता नहीं यहाँ है कि नहीं। तो अब मालबरो का जो घोड़ा होता है ना, तो एक तो ऐड थी मालबरो, काउबॉय बैठा है, घोड़ा स्वस्थ है, और दूसरी ऐड में क्या हुआ कि घोड़ा भी कंकाल हो गया और वो जो काउबॉय है उसका तो कहीं अता पता नहीं था। अब घोड़ा क्यों कंकाल हुआ पता है? दैट वाज पैसिव स्मोकिंग, कि जब वो काउबॉय स्मोक करता था उसके धुएं घोड़े को भी मतलब सहने पड़ते थे। सो दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंड, दैट देयर हैज बीन पैसिव स्मोकिंग एज वेल। तो बहरहाल I never got intimidated. I never felt that you have to smoke to make yourself feel that you are modern, that you are somebody. It was on the contrary. If you ask me, it was on the contrary. There was no question about it. I was all right. I went to become a pilot. I did my successful career, and I did my MBA. I mean, I'm a great sports person. I can't do without playing some game or the other. I jog every morning 5 kilometers, and I'm okay. I'm enjoying life. देखिए, as long as life is there, you will have problems. In terms of unknown diseases will come. But the point is कि ये पता है कि इससे होने वाला है, तो क्यों करें? That is what is the point. So how you want to steer your life, and I tell you, you be very selfish in this. Forget about anybody else. Just think about your own self. कि आपको क्या है? आप जैसे, you know, I was asking one of the students here that, what do you think about smoking? She said that, and I asked that how many students would be smoking in your university. She said that almost 50%, and more of them are girls. So as long as it's your own life, please understand, outwardly you don't need to prove. All you have to prove is to yourself. And there is no way anybody can give you any sermons on smoking is good, it gives you a high, ड्रिंकिंग गिव्स यू अ हाई, बट वो हाई ऐसा है ना, जब लो होता है तब आईसीयू में चले जाते, ऐसे हाई में वो पहुंचाते हैं. एंड बिलीव मी, एज अ हेल्थ मिनिस्टर I had the opportunity of going to Tata Cancer Hospital. वहाँ आपको यदि वैराग्य होना है ना, वहाँ जाइए, पूरा एकदम फिलोसोफर बन जाएंगे. जैसे अनिल जी ने खुद कहा, ऐसे पीड़ित से हम मिले हैं और उनका एक ही पैगाम था. वो कहते हैं, सर हम हाथ जोड़ के आपको कहते हैं कि सबको बताइए कि टोबैको, सिगरेट को हाथ मत लगाएं. हमारी ये दुर्दशा है और हमको इतनी पीड़ा हो रही है, हमारी पूरी फैमिली नष्ट हो गई. अब हमने यहाँ तरुण की बात की कि उसका एजुकेशन में प्रॉब्लम आ गई. Why get into that? You mean to say mentally you are so weak? मतलब आप इतने मेंटली वीक है कि कोई भी आपको कुछ भी करा सकता है. You have to be mentally strong, very strong. And believe me, India is a country of knowledge. आज हमारे हजारों साल से, हजारों हमारे ऋषि मुनि, वो कौन थे ऋषि मुनि? उसमें कोई रिलीजन की बात है ही नहीं. वो सब PhD scholars थे. They were all PhD scholars, thousands of them. And these thousands of scholars have done research on everything, starting from creator, creation, your mind, your everything. So there was a ullekh of Vedas, not because I'm Trivedi, but generally Vedas give you knowledge. So does Upanishad. It has nothing to do with religion. अब हम उन सब चीज की बात क्यों कर रहे हैं? ये बात इसीलिए कर रहे हैं कि ये नॉलेज है, और इस नॉलेज से ही पता चलता है कि खराब क्या है और अच्छा क्या है. अब टेल मी, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एन एनिमल whom we love, I love my pets, I love animals, and a human being. ये क्रिएटर ने डिफरेंस क्या लगाया? You know what is the difference between the two? There is one subtle difference, which is also the most important difference. Human beings are given what is known a faculty of intellect. Animals, they react out of reflection. When you train them, when you give them biscuits, they know that biscuit मिलेगा, उसके ऐसे करो, बैठ जाओ, उठ जाओ, but not through the intellect. It's reflection. It's reflex action. मगर human beings have been given intellect for what? अब intellect क्या करता है? Intellect आपको ये कहता है कि खराब क्या है और अच्छा क्या. इसमें पाप और पुण्य का कोई कुछ नहीं. अच्छा वही है जो आपके दिमाग और आपकी तंदुरुस्ती को ठीक रखे, और बुरा वही है जो आपको तकलीफ दे. मेंटल, फिजिकल, इमोशनल, these are the three plane which we live in. मेंटल, फिजिकल एंड इमोशनल. सो आप ऐसा यदि काम करें, आपका इंटेलेक्ट हमेशा कहेगा, एंड आई कैन टेल यू द स्मोकर्स ऑल्सो, मतलब वो ऐसे गुलाम बन जाते हैं ना कि दिमाग उसको सही बताता है कि आप जो कर रहे हो गलत है, मगर फिर भी अरे ठीक है, आज आधी सिगरेट पी लेते हैं, थोड़ा टोबैको ले लेते हैं, अब कल से नहीं लेंगे, और कल वही बात. तो मेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग आपका ये फितरत में है. दैट इज योर मेन टेम्परामेंट. If mentally you are strong, now I'll give you an example. I saw a movie called The Walk. A Walk picture में क्या था पता नहीं, आपने किसी ने देखी होगी नहीं. वो पहले ट्विन टावर जो अमेरिका में थे, before they got demolished, एक शख्स ने तार बांधा, वायर वॉकिंग जिसको कहते हैं, and that is more than maybe 100 feet. उतनी हवा में सब कुछ, एक बैम्बू हाथ में लिया and the guy is walking in spite of so much of wind. And I met him. He's a French gentleman, and he walks on the rope. Can you imagine कि हम तो उसको देखकर चक्कर खा जाते हैं। अब इसका जिक्र हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? उसका जिक्र इसीलिए कर रहे हैं कि आपका माइंड बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। The mind is very, very, very strong. If you let somebody else capture your mind, then you're finished. Enjoy life. Believe me, life is a beautiful blessings of the nature. And we have been here because life is also not permanent. But why kill yourself before the expiry date? Live full strength. And आज यदि आप वो करें, अब फिर हम अमेरिका गए. I must tell you that also. तो वहाँ भी कहाँ करें? यहाँ तो आपको मतलब you will have to have a pack here and there. You have to drink. It's cold out there. You have to take non-veg. I'm not against non-veg, but I'm just giving an example. You have to smoke. बाहर बहुत ठंडा है. मैंने कहा यार इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. हमारे ऋषि मुनि तो सब जीरो टेम्परेचर में कुछ पहने बिना है. How those things happen? I never went through any of these things because my mind was very strong. Today my son has just finished his master's in engineering from Amity and MBA in Stanford. Now he is strong because he has seen the parents are strong. My wife has done her doctorate in genetics. So you need to live life full size, king size, not through those advertisements that live life king size and somebody is smoking. Don't get influenced by that. God has given you this faculty. Use it. And I can guarantee you that you are the most intelligent people. हम जहाँ भी जाते हैं वो कहते हैं that the most intelligent people with a greater IQ are Indians. Today the entire world, Dr. Saab, is redesigned by Indians who are maybe in Stanford, MIT, यहाँ वहाँ, Princeton, Harvard. These are the guys who are redesigning the world through their research. And most of them are Indians. So India is knowledge based. We are not much concerned with, I am not against Mercedes or BMW or great bungalows. I am not against that. But the real Indians who are working there, they are working for humanity. When you take NASA, when you take the space science, we just had 104 satellites being launched together. We are talking about Chandrayaan. We can do it. We are the best in the world. The reason we are the best because we are very strong, and especially the women. If there are two women of Indian origin, Sunita Williams and Kalpana Chawla, can you imagine how proud we are that they did it? So you guys are the chosen few. Don't just waste your life. There's so much to have pleasure. Cigarette, drinks, maybe it'll give you pleasure for 5 seconds. But then 5 decades, you will suffer. But the pleasure which is permanent is you be yourself. When you go to gym, when you work out, you get another kind of high, which makes you feel that yes, there is something in us, and we have got to spread this message. So in conclusion, I would love to keep on talking, and such a nice audience. I would love to come back here. I was just mentioning your faculty that ek din aayenge and we'll spend a lot of time just interacting. Not one-way traffic that I speak from here and you keep quiet, but we will interact and we will talk about everything possibly we should talk about. So the final thing is not a message, it's just sharing of experience. Get rid of all this false notion. This is weakness of mind. Smoking or tobacco or drinks never make you mature. It can only make you very inferior human being that you can't even control your sense organs. Try to do that and see the life will change. I wanted to ask how many of you are smokers, but I don't think so that is relevant. It's your life. Take full command of your life, and wherever you can spread this, please do. Thank you very much for having me.